of the Always Believe House. Oh, we're going to have F-U-N, fun, because we're going to find the range given the domain. To do these problems, you're going to graph these on the calculator, hit Control-T, and find out the answers for the range. For instance, I'm going to do this one with you. Okay, so I'm going to do number 1 with you. And we're going to do y equal 4 plus 2x, okay? So we're going to do y equals 4 plus 2x. So we're doing this one right here. So I'm going to go to the calculator. These are all solved for y. So I'm going to graph. So I'm going to click B. And then I'm going to hit my tab. And then I'm going to do, is it 4? Let me see what it is again. So it's 4 plus 2x. So I'm going to go to the calculator, hit tab, 4 plus 2x, hit enter. So all you're going to do on these is graph the lines, then hit Control-T. And then once you hit Control-T, your answers are going to be on the right. Okay, so for the first one, we want 3. So if I go to my table at 3, the answer's 10 in it. So I'm going to put 10 by this one. I need to go to 1. I'm going to do the ones I can see first. So at 1, my answer is 6. So I'm going to go to here, put 6. I need negative 3 now. So I'm going to go up to get to negative 3, which is negative 2 in it. So I'm going to put negative 2 right here. Now I need to go to negative 7. So I'm going to scroll up till I get to negative 7. And at negative 7, the answer is negative 10. So I'm going to go over here and put negative 10. Now then, I'm going to find the answers over here. So if I get 6, where's 6 at? 6 is right here. I'm going to put a T. So number 7 is going to be T. And then a 10. Let me find 10 here. 10's right here. It's going to be an R. So number 5 will be R. And then let's do negative 2. Negative 2 is H. So 8 will be H. And then negative 10 is number 6. So negative 10 is O. So 6 is going to be O. And what you're going to do is find, why did Zorda pour ketchup on her brother's hand? That's what the answer is going to be. Okay, so what you're going to do on these is graph all of these equations. You're going to hit Control-T and then find these numbers in the domain, write down the range, and then fill in the blanks at the bottom. Piece of cake. On the next paper. Okay, let me open the next paper up. Should be up here. Okay, on the next paper, this is a little bit more difficult because they're not solved for y. So to get these to be able to graph them, you got to solve them for y. So on this one right here, I need to move that 2x over. Remember, every time you draw an arrow, the number flips. If there's a number in front of y, it will go on the bottom. So this problem here, you will graph y equal 2 or negative 2x plus 1. So you would just graph negative 2x plus 1. That's what you would graph. You would hit Control-T and do the same process. This one right here, the x is going to flip and that negative is going to go on the bottom. So we're going to have y equals negative x plus 5 over negative 1. That's what you would graph, okay? On the next one, the x flips, the y goes on the bottom. And I'm going to put this, it's kind of hard to view this because, okay, we'll just put it to the right. So y equals, the negative will flip, so 2x and then plus 6 over negative or over 3. Okay, so the x flips, the y goes on the bottom. So I'm going to zoom in some. So 2x plus 6 over 3. Number 6, the x flips, the y goes on the bottom. So y equals negative x plus 12 over 4. That's what you would graph. So you would just graph this right here, hit Control-T and get the answers. On the next problem. Remember, the x flips and the y, this negative 1, would go on the bottom. So we're going to have y equals negative 3x minus 4 over negative 1. That's what you would graph. Number 4. Okay, the x flips, the y goes on the bottom. Okay, so we're going to have y equals negative x plus 2 over negative 2. you would graph negative x plus 2 over negative 2. I'm not going to graph these for you. You're going to do that, and it's tedious. You got all period, you'll finish, okay? The next one, this is a little bit different. We need to move the x over and the 6 over. Notice there's nothing in front of y. So we're just going to have y equal negative x minus 6. You're going to graph negative x minus 6. And number 8, the last one. The y is on the other side, so we need to move the 8 over and the 2 will go on the bottom. So we're going to get y equal, the 3x won't change, the 8 flips, and the 2 goes on the bottom. This is what you will graph. Okay, so I'm going to zoom out. Let you see all this again. Okay, there's the problems you'll graph. After you graph these, you can choose one or the other, and you're going to graph the lines. Or, I'm sorry, after this, you will just do your star review. So after you finish this, turn this in, start on your star review. The star review will be due, let's say, Friday or Monday. Just get the star review done when you can. Work all period. You're going to do wonderful. Remember, you are amazing. You are created to do wonderful things, and you are awesome.